There are 2 game weeks left, and I have 1 chip remaining with my free hit chip that I have to use in either game week before it expires. I want to maximize the amount of points I'm going to score. So in this video, we're going to explore which game week I've selected to use my free hit and look at that draft. Welcome to my channel. I'm your host, Femi. Let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is the big injury news on, as of this recording, Sunday, where Bruno Fernandes in the Man United versus Aston Villa game got hurt. He came out at halftime. So on Saturday on X, I was, talking to the FPL community and saying that we should hold and wait off on transfers because this was the big game, not only for my team because I have Cash and Rogers, but also for all the people who hold Bruno Fernandes. He is a star of FPL, and in my first video on this channel, I talked about how he is one of the FPL stars, and take a look at that to give you a little bit of context on how I play the game. But ultimately, he is the talisman, the playmaker, the creative force of Man U, and now with him out for a few weeks, it sounds like, according to Amarim, this is really eliminating Manchester United team as a great asset, right? Because they also do have the players that are gone to AFCON in Mbeumo and Ahmed. So we put that to one side, and that's another reason why typically you got to hold your transfers. Yes, you might lose on price rises, but people's strategies have completely changed with this news. So for me, the other thing I wanted to say is the free hit chip. It is an amazing chip. It's the second most powerful chip, in my opinion, after the wildcard chip. It allows you to change your entire team for 1 week only, and you can pick any player. So as you can imagine, for my team, which doesn't have Ekitike, who a lot of people went in and got yesterday, it becomes a strong option should I free hit in Gameweek 18. All right, that's a lot said. So let's jump into my team and see how they did, and then we'll get a better view as to why I would use the free hit chip in Gameweek 18 or Gameweek 19. So when we look at the team in Gameweek 17, I scored 92 points, just outside the top 3.5K in the world. And I'm really pleased with how the team performed. When I look through the team, Crystal Palace had a little bit of a stumble against Leeds, but that really helped the guy in my forward line, who I finally put him in for the first time in 4 weeks, in Dominic Calvert-Lewin, scoring a brace and max bonus points for a 13-pointer. The other top scorer in my team as well, the top scorer was Morgan Rogers, who had a brace as well against Man U. And, obviously Haaland did well and did his thing, but we need to give a shout out to Semenyo, scoring in back-to-back games and had a 10-pointer max bonus, and, really had a good performance as well. So really happy with the team. I left a lot of points on the bench with Ballard and Collins. Brentford got that surprise clean sheet. I thought Wolves would score and make the game a little bit closer than it was, but all in all, an amazing week for my team. And it really gives me a view as to what I will do with the free hit, because I needed to wait until Man U Aston Villa to see how my assets performed. And obviously now with the news with Bruno, it just makes it really clear that free hit 18 is the week I'm going to free hit on. It allows me to get into Ekitike for the team. And it also allows me to pick up 2 other Liverpool assets and give me the opportunity to try and, maximize the week now with Liverpool having this amazing fixture, even though they have so many injuries. And they had the big injury news as well with Isak being ruled out. So that really cements Ekitike as the forward option going forward. So that was how the team did. Let me know in the comments how your team did as well. And, let's look into my first free hit draft in free hit 18 and why I'm going free hit 18. So the best way to start a free hit draft is obviously looking at the fixtures. So let's look at the FPL Green Line fixtures for Game Week 18. So the spoiler, let's just get it out of the way. I'm going to free hit in Game Week 18. So Bruno News ultimately knocks out free hit 19 possibilities as they would have had Wolves at home. Now I'm going to take the fixture right in front of me with Liverpool at home against Wolves. So in Game Week 18. So also, let's look at the other teams of consideration who I'm going to comprise my free hit 18 draft of. Look at these green fixtures. I think Arsenal fixture at Brighton is a good fixture for them. We play amazingly at home, and we have a really good opportunity there to build momentum at home and go after a Brighton side that isn't the best defensive team. I know they just had a shutout against Sunderland in the game in game week 17, but Sunderland is not the best scoring offense in the league, and Arsenal is one of the top scoring teams in the league thus far. So I think that will probably change when we face them. And then the other thing of note, the other fixture that I think is green, you have to look at Crystal Palace at home this week in game week 18 against Tottenham. Spurs are going to miss two players from that, in Xavi Simons, who got a red card, and then also Romero, who's going to miss that game in the back line. So I think that could be a strong bounce back game for Crystal Palace assets. So if you have them, I'd probably hold them going into game week 18. And then, these other green fixtures, I'm not so sure if they're really green. And, Everton against Burnley away is a nice fixture, but Everton attack is not looking good given the injuries and the players to AFCON. They're losing their, key creative force in Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, who's on injury currently. So let's see what we can get into. It's always fun to mix up the team on a free hit draft. So let's just get into building the team now and seeing where we can go with this draft. All right, so bear with me. I've never done a free hit draft like this live. So let's jump into it. I mean, the first team we're going to take a look at is Liverpool in terms of their assets. So let's do Liverpool. We need to get Ekitike in. He's nailed. Isak is out, like we've mentioned. Verts most likely is going to come in. And then a defender. We're probably going to want either Virgil or Frimpong. Frimpong might be playing right wing, so the Salah spot. So he definitely is a strong consideration. He's going to probably come in, so I like that. Other teams, let's go to Everton quickly. I mean, you could do Pickford in the goal. That's quite a good option. He's been a solid FPL keeper for many, many years. Tarkowski, double Everton would be nice. Look at the Everton forwards. Look at them. 27 points each. Never go there. That's not an option. And really, the team offensively hasn't really gotten things going. So that's sort of where things are from an Everton perspective. Let's hold off before I grab any other players from that team. I like Arsenal. We need triple Arsenal for sure. Caliafori, I love. He's already in my squad, but he probably stays. And then I can do a double up. Saka, I like him at home. And then maybe Gyökeres. Too risky, guys. Potentially we can do Rice. He's the man of the hour. Get the corner takers for Arsenal in the squad. Okay. Who else do I like here? Oh yeah, Crystal Palace. So Crystal Palace is going to be a strong option on free hit because they've just looked so good. So Gay looks good. We're going to probably play 4 at the back here. We already have the setup for it. Gay, and then what you could do to go really offensive is Jeremy Pino, and not sure if it's Jeremy or Jeremy. And then Mateta hasn't looked good, but Tottenham has some injuries, so this could be the time to get him back in. Let's hold that spot for now. Are we gonna put Haaland in? So originally, my whole strategy for this is City has 2 away games before the new year, so I wasn't really rating them that much. Obviously, they're on a strong run right now. So is the view to get City players going forward, or to wait a little bit in terms of after the new year, because their fixtures are great after. So if we put Haaland in here, we're going to play 3 forwards. And so that's sort of like that. And then we have 4. I mean, that's a challenge, right? We're going to have to play a 3-4-3 if we get Haaland in here. So will we go against Haaland? Probably not. Probably just have to have him in as a hedge. So unfortunately, that's that. And then Foden, not really rating Foden that much. right now. So maybe just leave Foden in. And then I can leave Ballard in, who I think is great. And Leeds are doing well, but like Sunderland at home is no joke. And then goalkeeper wise, not going to play, doesn't really matter. Leno, but look, I'm over budget. So yeah, Foden is not going to play. So let's find the cheapest player possible, midfield wise. Sorry, let's find midfielder. Like these are a lot of fun to make, guys. Like it takes some time, but you know, they're a lot of fun. Lewis Miley's in there. And then just let's get the cheapest goalie possible to make it easy for myself because he's not going to play. Dubravka, we're 0.8 behind. Where am I going to find money? Am I going to go take Mateta out? I'm trying to play a 4. That's not fun with Holland in there. Let's take Mateta out for now. Let's put DCL. The man in form, DCL. Let's put DCL in. My gosh, I'm brain farting. Leeds, DCL. Okay, Calvert-Lewin. I made it, right? So this is the team, how it could line up. Holland, Ekitike, 4-4-2. Yeremy, Rice, Verts, Saka, Califiori, Tarkowski, Frimpong, and Gay, and then Pickford at the back. So that's a sampling of what you could do. You know, Arsenal at home, great fixtures for them. Double Arsenal attack, which is looking good. They're creating a lot of chances, Arsenal. So they're not finishing them, but they're creating lots of chances. So good options there. And then Liverpool, we need 3 of them. 3 great options that people won't be able to get to. So you get some other players outside of Ekitike who could perform for you in Liverpool game. Crystal Palace, rebound game for them. You know, against a weakened Tottenham side. So that looks good. And then, the bench is the bench. The backup goalie, Ballard, Miley, and Calvert-Lewin. So that's my free hit draft. Let me know what you think. Again, thanks so much for sort of holding on this, as it's the first time I made this one. So take a look at it and see what you would do. But that's it for me in terms of this video and my free hit. All right, so that was my free hit 18 draft. Unfortunate news with Bruno, as we all know, that really made everything change to go in Game Week 18. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking for this draft. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I do have a small channel here. I'm at almost 90 subscribers as of this recording. Would love to get to 100 before the end of the year and starting off 2026 strong. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Cheers. Bye for now.